Hey everybody, Scott Spreitzer here, DocSports.com with our update for Wednesday, January 30th, 2019. Free pick coming up in just a moment. If you've yet to become a member over at DocSports.com, want to give it a trial run, real cool way to do it. You click on the link below the video and get yourself set up for a free $60 account. It can be used on any of my daily packages or anybody else over at DocSports.com. Again, $60 package, free account available simply by clicking on that link below the video. Here's what's happened last night, what's going to go on Wednesday. We did lose last night in the NBA. January's been great for us in the NBA. Upwards of 65% against the spread since January 2nd, up $2,500 for $100 per unit players. And also, we are 71% 5-2 with our NBA 7-star and 6-star plays in the month of January. Unfortunately, we did lose last night. We'll look to come back and win on Wednesday and stay hot in the NBA, get right back in the win column, as we've done when we've lost this month in the NBA. We get right back in the win column normally the very next day. And we've got a knockout release in the NBA going on Wednesday night, and it will be available Wednesday morning, DocSports.com. College basketball, listen, and call it like it is. It's not been a good month for me in January in college basketball. Last couple of weeks have not been great and not up to our standards, but we do have a three-play college basketball trifecta, as we like to call them, at DocSports.com, which will be available on Wednesday morning. And those three plays total 10 stars or 10 units of action. And by the way, these trifecta plays going all the way back to the start of last year have cashed at about a 64% winning clip, the plays inside the three-play packages. And that's over 90 plays released. So we look to get back in the win column with a three-play trifecta on Wednesday in college basketball. And again, don't forget the NBA up almost 65% since January 2nd NBA. And again, taking home about $2,500 for those wagering $100 per unit. We are not going to be involved in the NHL card on a Wednesday. We did win on Tuesday. We had a nice underdog play, plus $1.35 or so on Winnipeg, and they got us the win in overtime in the shootout, to be exact. The NHL hot season continued, but just 2 games tonight. We're not involved in either one as teams start to get back in the mix from having a lot of time off. So we'll tell you when we're back at NHL action. Might be on Thursday, but not on Wednesday. But again, NBA knockout for Wednesday, the 3-play college basketball package, including a 5-star play in college basketball, all available on Wednesday morning, DocSports.com. As far as the Super Bowl package, that'll be available Thursday afternoon. We'll talk a little bit more about that on Thursday's video. We'll get to the free basketball play in just a moment. By the way, we had a real nice winning streak going here with the free basketball plays going back about a week, but we did lose last night, man. We thought Nebraska had 1 game left in them with Isaac Copeland being out of the mix, getting injured in the previous game, and then they would be a definite fade team. Well, they faded a little bit faster than we thought with the play we had last night as Wisconsin handled the Huskers in Lincoln. They've now lost to Ohio State and Wisconsin in the last 2 home games. Man, the folks back in Huskerland, they're looking for a 10 miles exit. I mean, that's kind of what they want. They've had a top 15 starting 5 on this team all year long. Kind of revenge for last year getting snubbed by the NC2A Big Dance Committee, and they've just let a lot of folks down in Lincoln with that the way the basketball team has performed of late. We said it at least a month ago that Nebraska's lack of depth on the bench was going to come back to bite this team's chances in the butt. But we did think we had 1 more game left in them. Absolutely did not last night against Wisconsin. So the free basketball pick, as we look to get right back in the win column and continue the red-hot run here, will be coming up in just a second. But as we said a few days ago, every night this week we're going to have a new Super Bowl prop. This one we talked about on the Vegas Beat podcast that we recorded on Tuesday night. It'll be out there on Wednesday. Go to DocSports.com, upper right-hand corner. You click on the drop-down link, and you'll be able to listen to the Vegas Beat podcast. In studio, Bernie Fratto, me, Alan Harris, over the phone, Indian Cowboy. We also heard from Jason Simbal, Vice President of Risk Management over at CG Sportsbooks, who gave us nice betting reports and updates for the Super Bowl Sunday clash. But again, this particular prop, I actually am borrowing from Alan Harris. Told him I was going to do it and give him full credit. He brought this one up on the Vegas Beat podcast, which is under 6.5 Patriot players to run the football. It's minus $1.40 on the under, and we like that prop. And here's why. First of all, you know, Sonny Michel's going to get a carry. James White, Rex Burkhead, maybe Tom Brady all get a carry. Maybe fullback James Devlin, he might get a carry. So right there, you're adding up to what? 5 players, which means you need at least 2 non-running backs to get a carry. You might see, Julian Edelman get a carry on an end around or a reverse, or maybe Patterson will get a carry. But I highly doubt you're going to see more than 1 wide receiver get a carry. And so you're talking about if you get 1, you've got at the most 6 players for the Patriots getting at least 1 carry in the Super Bowl. And again, they would have to have more than 1 non-running back or fullback or quarterback to get a carry to get over that total of 6.5. I went back and I looked at this season's stats to see if there were games when the New England Patriots had more than 6 players carry the football at least once. They had more than 6 with a rushing attempt just 1 time in their last 13 games, and just 2 times in this season's 18 games overall, including the 2 playoff games. So it's only happened once the last 13 games for New England, only twice in all 18 games that they played so far this season. And we like that under 6.5 players to get at least 1 rushing attempt for New England, minus $1.40 on that price. All right, again, each and every day this week we'll have a new prop, we'll have a new one for Thursday's video. Let's get to the free basketball play for Wednesday night. We're going to head to the Mountain West. We're going to back Team 831, Fresno State. Minus 12 as I cut this video over Wyoming, the game at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Listen, here's the deal. It used to be a real tough situation in the Mountain West for teams to go on that 2-game so-called mountain road trip where they play Colorado State and Wyoming on the road in back-to-back games. It's not that bad anymore because this Wyoming team is bad. 2 of the worst teams in college basketball both belong in the Mountain West, and you're talking about the Wyoming Cowboys and the San Jose State Spartans. That's basically the only team, San Jose State, that I think Wyoming can handle on a regular basis in this conference. So listen, Fresno comes to Laramie. They're obviously going to be in an angry mood. They looked in an angry mood if you read their post-game quotes after losing at Colorado State last time out. And the Cowboys, well, that's the new opponent. They've been outscored by an average of 73 to 54 over the last 5 games, with an assist-turnover ratio in those 5 games of 0.56. They're averaging about 9.2 assists per game and over 16 turnovers per game in their last 5 outings. I think Fresno gets back on track. I think they do it in a big way, at least by a spread covering margin here. So the free play for Wednesday night, Fresno State minus the points over Wyoming. Again, don't forget about Wednesday's card, the 3-play trifecta in college basketball. We've had a real nice run with those 3-play trifectas going back to the start of last year. And again, we've got 3 plays, 10 stars of action among those 3 plays, including a 5-star side. You don't want to miss out. 3 sides, one's rated 5 stars. NBA, we look to get right back on track. We've had a great month of January in the NBA, and we've got a big knockout play going on Wednesday night. Again, it's all available, DocSports.com, on a Wednesday morning. Football package coming on Thursday. All right, listen, if you like the videos, click on that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe. We appreciate those who have done so thus far. Scott Spreitzer, DocSports.com. We'll be right back here Thursday, 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific with our next free report. Let's put Wednesday in the win column.